relatively new concept adapted into education. Teachers are told to tell their students that their answers are correct as long as they can prove how they got them. Whether the actual answer is correct is not a factor that they are concerned with. For example, if a student is asked to answer the question 2 plus 2 and they respond with 5, they are to be praised as long as they can show how they got that answer. Common Core is not preparing students for college, causing an arousal among parents when sexual literature is being assigned, and will cause trouble in the workforce. Common Core is not preparing students to further their education. It is not helping students to be college ready. According to Jason Zimba, a key Common Core creator, Common Core can prepare students for non-selective colleges, but it does not prepare students for STEM careers. If that was said by a creator of Common Core, why would Americans not want to prepare their students for college and careers? Dr. James Milgram, Stanford University professor who served on the official Common Core Validation Committee, does not agree with Common Core because since America has adapted this policy, we have fallen more behind other countries. Also, with using this, it does not teach kids Algebra 2 and any other higher education mathematical courses. Therefore, students will fall behind in the mathematics field, an area that has become very important in today's society and future technology. According to Crystal Swayze, there is actually no proof that Common Core actually helps students. The only knowledge that they have of this is from marketing lines. By saying that, it means that there is no proof of Common Core actually helping students. The only proof that people have is what the marketing agency have told them. How can we completely change the way that we teach kids just off of advertisements? How can teaching young students about sex be acceptable without parent permission? Teachers are being told that they are to teach their students about sex. Next, teachers are being told to assign vulgar reading materials. This is a very controversial topic among most parents. They do not want their children to be exposed to reading such things. Until recently banned from most school districts, required reading material was The Bluest Eye by Toni Morrison, which talked about rape, incest, sexual violence, and pedophilia. As many would imagine, this sparked interest in a lot of parents, causing them to question what was being taught to their children. Also, this is a recurring problem. According to Jen Costabile, an English teacher in the Newburgh School District, pointed out that there were at least 3 of the books listed on the modules containing passages using inappropriate language and visual imagery that most people would consider pornographic. A controversial topic that tends to pop up is since schools are already susceptible to drugs, bullying, and violence, will these texts increase violence, teen pregnancy, and drug use among children? The real world doesn't candy coat things, so students need to be able to be taught when they're wrong. Students need to know when they're wrong so that they will be able to accept failure. Lastly, students need to know when they're wrong so that they can be able to accept failure. Teachers are being told to praise their students for getting the wrong answer as long as they can explain how they got their answer in words by showing work. When they grow up and get jobs, they won't be able to accept someone telling them that they're wrong. For example, when playing a game with a child and letting them win, they're happy. However, once you actually beat the child at the game, they get really upset because they don't know how to accept that they lost. A similar situation will happen to these children who don't get told that they're wrong. They need to have the accountability of being able to work correctly. They shouldn't need their bosses to tell them how to do everything that they should already know how to do. It's not fair to the employer. Michael Schau said it best when he said, "Students are going to be in for a world of surprise when their first employer decides that doing the job correctly is more important than demonstrating with words an employee's fundamental failure to grasp the concept of their ideas." All in all, it doesn't make sense to tell students that they're right when they're not. Also, teaching students about sex without parent permission is not right whatsoever. They want our American students to be successful. By the looks of it, Common Core is not making the cut. Thank you.